My name is Silas. I'm 19 years old. Graduated last year in 2024, and I've been 8 months sober.
All right.
I had a kid. We went to Colorado. There was this kid. We had spoke at the school, and he DM'd me. And like you asked my dad. Like in the beginning, I was like, I didn't think kids was gonna like me or I was gonna be relatable. Because I think most people think they're the only person going through what they're going through. Most kids, they think they're the only ones. And
of course,
this kid. We went to Colorado, and it was this kid, and he DM'd me like, man, this long paragraph about, man, it's his whole life, things he went through. And it really, honestly, it made me cry. Like, it broke me down because I was like, man, it's a lot of hurt. And everywhere we go, it's the same thing, you know what I mean? And so, I try to, with kids, like, I told my story, right? But sometimes kids just need to vent. Yeah. Like, they just need somebody, maybe their mom and dad or whoever is in their life, they don't get the time to talk to them and tell them about what they're going through. Yeah. And so it makes me, it feels good for a kid to reach out and be like, man, hey, I'm going through this. You know what I mean? Because I know that that's helping them, just releasing that.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Because that's just an outlet, because they're just holding that. When kids trust you, you know what I mean? They'll tell you anything. You know what I mean? But you have to gain their trust. And how you gain their trust is by you being real to them.
Genuine integrity.
Yeah.
Genuine integrity is how you build that trust.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I had a kid when we went to Oklahoma. He said, man, like, you're the first person I've talked to, like, that I've told my story to in the last 2 years.
Wow.
And so I remember going to my dad, and, at that time I was like, oh, just one kid. And then we went to Chicago, then we went to all these places, and it was the same thing. And it started breaking me down because I'm like, the whole time when I was going through it, I was like, man, I'm alone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the only one that's going through what I'm going through. And then when you see other kids, it makes me even more motivated to help them and for them to reach out, because I know how it is, And a lot of these kids are going through a lot, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, you're talking about authenticity, that it matters. And it's funny, everything you're saying is like part of this article. Young Life, they did global research, and it said teens want adults who simply show up as themselves. No fussing, nothing formal, but deeply valuing sincerity and vulnerability. And I think even as a parent, I have 3 sons in the household still. Like, sometimes it's hard to be vulnerable with them, even admitting when you're wrong. I shouldn't have handled that like that. I did that wrong, because you're trying to be the authority,